I'm a fairly low IQ person.
Oh, is that you?
Is that me? Oh, fuck. Good morning. It's 5 in the morning. Like always, my wake up time. I'm going to show you guys kind of the process that goes through my mind because life has not been the easiest lately for making gains, particularly with my wrist injury, but it's getting better. And I think that training and life in general is 99% mindset. Today's vlog is going to be talking a lot about mindset and having a positive mindset and doing what you can. So this is really nice. These mouth tapes. It's just to prevent you from breathing through your mouth because that's really bad for snoring. It's really bad for sleep apnea. So just covering your mouth is like one super duper easy thing you can do to just improve your sleep quality by 1%. That's all that we're after. Just these like little 1% improvements. I usually have nose tape as well to kind of open my nostrils, but it was like coming off in the middle of the night, so it's not on right now. Anyways, if you know me, you know what we're about to do right now, and that's 50 push-ups.
Quiet. Not a soul is awake. Just me. Just the way I like it.
I'm going back to push-ups now because I was doing squats for a couple weeks because of my wrist, but it's healthy enough now that I am able to put some pressure on it every single day. And the nice thing is, as it was healing, my body was continuing to get stronger. So I didn't really lose much, if any, size in my triceps, in my shoulders, any of those pushing muscles, because I've been able to train them using other exercises, substitutions. And that's the thing, you just gotta be a little bit resourceful and crafty because we don't all have the same circumstances. Some of us have injuries, some of us have extremely busy jobs, some of us have bad genetics. We all have different resources and circumstances that we need to work with. And so it's important to be resourceful. Whatever your situation is, you can always find a way to get at your goal from a different angle. Maybe it's not going to be the conventional path, and you guys are going to see the way I train today. Not very conventional, a little bit goofy, but there's always a way to get at your goal from some side angle, some alternate path. You just have to have the willingness to do it and the creativity to actually try different things. Another important part of my routine is journaling every single morning. But journaling is made so much more fun when you have your own sparkly pen that has your name on it. I don't know if you guys can read that, but it says Guga. It's my last name. It was given to me as a little gift. And this is actually quite a nice pen. It writes very smoothly. Very enjoyable to write with. So thank you for this. My sister gave this to me. Those first 30 minutes of the day I feel are very important because it basically dictates how the rest of your day is going to go. So I like to start every single day with intention, and that includes doing a little bit of journaling. In my 545, you see I got pages and pages. It really is so nice to just get your thoughts down on paper every single morning, because having the thoughts up here, it's like this like tangled maze. It's like a little tangled web of like spaghetti noodles. But putting it down on the paper is the equivalent of like taking it and like straightening it out and then just putting it down on the paper, and you feel so much better after because you feel like you've gotten all your thoughts out. Check that out. High protein French toast. Wait till you guys see the finished product. It's gonna be amazing. I've learned something about myself over the last couple of years, and that's, I'm a fairly low IQ person. I don't like to make many decisions. I don't like to think too much. So especially when it comes to breakfast, I'll switch between just regular eggs and then French toast. Regular eggs and French toast, and that'll kind of be my breakfast. And I know it's high protein. I track it, of course, but I just don't really need to think about it. And that's the best because I'm low IQ, and if I have more decisions on my plate, it just makes it so much harder. I don't know if that looks appetizing to you, but to me, this looks amazing. It's really nice because even though I'm eating the same things every day, I still really look forward to it. This would hit better if I had some maple syrup. I used to get this like sugar-free maple syrup from the supermarket. I should really go back there and get some, since I'm gonna start going on a cut soon. So, in terms of physique, my plan for the next few months is to go on a little bit of a cut, get to around 183, 185, just to give myself more room for bulking. I could bulk from here to put on some more muscle and strength, but that would just get my body fat a little too high. So I figured, let me cut first. I had the whole strongman thing last year, so I kind of had to stay around 90 kilos, 200 pounds in order to like make my weight class. But now that strongman's over, I don't really plan to compete this year. Let's go on a little bit of a cut. Let's show off some of those striations and veins, and then bulk back up. And then perhaps I'll compete in strongman in 2027. We'll see. The plan for today is to go to the coffee shop, work there for a couple hours, train, and then go to the office. And if you're wondering, Paulo, you have an office? I'll get into that shortly. It's a very interesting story. But basically, I feel a little bit bad right now because time is 6 in the morning. And I kind of forced my girlfriend to get up at 6 in the morning. Because when I film these vlogs, like, especially when I'm in public, I don't want to like take out the camera like this and like film myself. It just feels, I don't like it, right? So it's so much easier if she's there to film me. And so I asked her to wake up early, like kind of on my schedule, and she said yes. And I know she's feeling really tired, so I feel kind of bad for the wifey. So I think I'm gonna get her some flowers later, just as a token of appreciation. But yeah, that's the plan. What did you just say?
Is that you?
Is that me? I want to cut, man. Jeez. I'm not gonna look like that anymore. Guess which order is mine and which order is hers. Take a wild guess. This one's obviously mine, right? Like the caramel mocha frappe drizzle $8 coffee. One of the things that's really helped my coffee addiction has been getting decaf. Now this isn't decaf, I'm not gonna lie, but I realized that one of the things that is making me crave coffee is just the mental feeling of having it there. Having a warm drink there when I'm working, when I'm doing my things, or before I go to the gym. It's just like, I don't know, self-reinforcing, right? So I realized if I just have decaf, I get almost that exact same feeling, placebo effect, but without the actual caffeine. Because I just don't want to have it every single day. So it's all a mental thing. Even injuries are mental. Coming back from an injury, anything that you do is mental in this world. And so that's why it's so important to cultivate your mindset every day, to have different frames going through your mind every day that you can use to keep you going whenever you feel like shit, whenever you feel like you want to quit. And this goes for training, this goes for everything. If you can't win those little mental battles that happen every single day on the way to your goals, you're never going to get it. Those little mental battles every single day with training, with diet, with sleep, with routine, with work, with relationships. What? You're going to be tested every single day. And so come into it with the right mindset and you're going to succeed no matter what. Anyways, in terms of work, so we're gonna me and you are gonna stay here and chill for a bit, huh? You're gonna do some work, I'm gonna do some work. First thing on the agenda, and what I usually do every single morning, is client fulfillment. So my coaching clients, and I don't have any calls today, but I have a couple calls tomorrow. So what I gotta do is take some notes on their week's training. They send me videos and stuff. Take some notes so I can come into the call prepared. Basically, that's it. Do that for a couple hours, and then we're gonna hit the gym.
How you get so much favor on your side? Accept Him as your Lord and Savior, I replied. Thou shalt love thy neighbor, not divide. I'm a ride, that's on God. His light shine the brightest in the dark. Single mothers know they got my heart.
So this is my little bag of tricks. Inside of here, we have these ankle things that the girls will usually use to work out their booty on the cable machine, but I'm using it for a different reason. I'm gonna connect it to these cables so that all the tension is in my elbows and not in my wrists. And this will allow me to do overhead press and really push myself. So you gotta think of creative ways to make them gains when you have limitations, like for example, the wrist. So It's gonna be good. Goes on the elbow like this. So now there's no tension, right? You just press. Now if you have the fixed bar, you hold the fixed bar. All of a sudden, you get in a really good position to press. And that's how I've been training my shoulders over the last month. So I've been able to maintain, maybe even slightly improve my strength on the overhead press using this technique. It wasn't what was me. I was just training hard. So I'm gonna go for PR. I think it's like 60 pounds here and then 52 and a half there. I think my all-time best is 3. I think I did that 2 weeks ago. Now I'm gonna go for 4 or 5. We'll see what I get. All right, 4 reps is the goal. 52, 67. Oh. Oh, fuck. The microwave fell off. The band is getting cut a little bit, so it fell off. But that's okay. PR. Pretty sweet. The best thing you can do is just watch yourself make those little improvements. And that's what I've been focusing on for the last month or 2 that I've been doing this exercise. Just focus on improving on this. Focus on doing the little tasks that I need to do. I'm gonna show you guys at the end of the workout with my wrist, the different exercises, and just watching the little improvements day by day. I don't need to have a healed wrist. I don't need to have perfect health in order to feel good. If I see myself getting better week after week, that's enough to satisfy me in the moment. And it's enough to allow me to continue being patient, because that's the biggest thing that's gonna kill you, is being impatient and crying, woe is me, why don't I have a different schedule? Why can't I just go to the gym at the time that I like? Why can't I train the way that I want? I don't have that much equipment. I can make more gains on this using these goofy ass exercises. I can make more gains on this than the average person will make using state-of-the-art equipment. You know why? Because I actually care. I'm there to push myself, and I'm seeing these little improvements. And that's all you gotta focus on. That's it. I'm gonna do a second set now and move on to some chest flies. So it's gonna be fun. Oh my God. I live for this. Oh, not a bad chest exercise actually, but I am excited to go back to my regular training. I'm gonna do some regular training now. As long as I have the wrist strap, I should be good to push fairly hard.
Better do your job and roll up and watch how we roll up, and I can't control it, can't hold it, it's so nuts. I take a sip of that yak, I wanna fuck. I take a hit of that chronic that got me stuck. But really what's amazing is how I keep blazing. Towel under the door, I'm smoking till the days, and puff, puff, and pass, don't fuck up rotation. Hypnotic for Henny, that nigga, that's a chaser. Turn nothing to something, that pimpin', that's a savior. Best things like green, that pimpin', get your paper. High off the ground instead of skyscraper. Cool out, thinking we local, come on homie, we major. We major? Come on homie, we major. We major? Come on.
So the workout went pretty good. Dropped my girlfriend off at the dentist, and before I pick her up, I said I was gonna get her some flowers because I know she'll really appreciate it, and because she's willing to put up with all this filming and like the vlogs and stuff, and it really helps me a lot what she does. So you gotta show some appreciation. I think I'm gonna get her some lilies because she really appreciates that. There is a lesson to be learned, even in something as simple as getting tulips for your girlfriend, because you know she likes them, and that is, don't skip out on the big obvious things. A lot of you guys are trying really hard to optimize your training, optimize this, optimize that, but you're missing the like super duper big obvious thing. So it's like maybe you're really locked in on the training, but the diet is just complete ass, you know? Or maybe it has to do something with the sleep. Maybe it has to do something with your habits. Maybe like you just wake up and the first thing you do every single day is you scroll on your phone, and it just puts you in a bad mood. And that can affect your workout at the end of the day too. So the whole point I'm trying to get at here is don't skip out on the simple things. I know my girlfriend loves flowers so much. It's going to make her day when she sees it. She might even start crying. I'm not even joking with you. If I knew there was something that could improve my relationship by 20%, and it's so simple, why wouldn't I just do it every single week or every single month? It's the easiest thing possible to do, but for some reason, I don't do it. I haven't gotten her flowers since last Valentine's Day, which has been almost a year ago now. Like, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And so, in your own life, I want you to think, what are the one or two big, obvious, simple things that I have been skipping on, that I've been being a little bit lazy on? And for every single one of you, it's going to be different. You got to diagnose it for yourself. But 99% of the time, there is one thing or two things that you do need to focus on. And so just ruthlessly lock it on that. Legit, for me, genuinely, one of my New Year's resolutions was to get my girlfriend flowers at least once a month. Genuinely, because that's how much it means to her. Like, it's a big deal for her. And why aren't I doing it? It's just the simplest, stupid, easiest thing to do. Don't wait till Valentine's Day. Don't wait till her birthday. Get her flowers a little bit more often. It's like $15. It's fine. You know what I mean? This mindset applies to a lot of other things. So, wish me luck.
Pangit nga yung gym ko sa na-refer niya ako sa orthodontist. Hey?
You like it?
Where'd you go?
Secret.
Thank you. Where'd you get this?
It's a secret.
It's January. They're not bloom yet.
Well, I found a way.
They're so pretty. Oh my god.
The rest of my evening is going to be spent in this little office here, filming some content and doing some more client work. So you might be asking yourself, Paolo, did you get an office? Is this your office here? One can only dream, right? Up until now, I have been filming most of my content and YouTube videos. I've been filming it at my old university because I can't really do it at home. I can't really do it anywhere else. I need somewhere quiet. I need somewhere where no one will bother me. But then I made a realization maybe 2 weeks ago. I was like, wait a freaking second. My father has his own office. He owns a driving school, so he has his own office. Bang. And I said to myself, why don't I just use his office to film and just to do like client stuff? And I come here instead of working at the library. I still like going to coffee shops, but I said to myself, like, this would be a good idea. So for the last couple weeks, I've been coming here. You can see all the road signs. I went up to him. I was like, can I just have the key? And I can just come here. Because he doesn't even use the office that often, which is hilarious. Since COVID. Basically, the only reason he has his office, guys, is so he can come here and play poker with his friends. Which I think is hilarious. There's a little poker table. That's basically the only reason he comes to the office these days. Which I think is really funny. But why doesn't this become my office too? Like, this is a really nice spot. Nice empty space. Nice blank background. A door that leads to nowhere. Because I think this used to be 2 rooms. It's quite nice. I feel like I can focus here, you know? I feel as though the last few months have been a little bit stressful for me. And whenever I'm feeling upset about something, whenever I'm feeling like things perhaps aren't going my way, whether it be like a wrist injury in the gym or in life, I always try to frame it in a positive way. And that's kind of the whole theme of this vlog, really. The whole theme of this entire video is finding a way to make progress even when circumstances aren't the best. You have to look at life as something like a video game. Video games give you XP points, right? XP, experience points. Life is just one big video game. All these difficult events, like injuring your wrist, all these difficult events, like not seeing any progress in the gym even though you've been training for 2-3 years, these are all just giving you experience points needed to get to the next level. It's like when you're leveling up. Have you ever played Pokemon? You might have like 6,000 out of the 7,000 required experience points, but you still haven't upped to the next level because you still haven't gotten all 7,000. So sometimes in order to make that next step, there's a bunch of little intermediate steps that you don't really realize are happening until you make that huge jump. You kind of make these big jumps in training and in life. And you make enough of those big jumps and you can get to a pretty decent level. So it's Friday night. Everyone else is out doing not bad things. But I'm here. I have to film some modules for some clients. I'm gonna film a couple Instagram reels and stuff, and I'm just gonna sit here and grind for the next 4 or 5 hours before I go home and just knock out. This is kind of what my average day looks like these days. Stay tuned for some more vlogs. I'm gonna have some more as I cut. I'm gonna be traveling to the Arnold in March to support my training partner, and so I'm gonna vlog that, of course. So I definitely have some really interesting vlogs coming up. Like the video, subscribe. You're a real one if you're watching these videos instead of the informational ones. The informational ones are good, but like these are the real ones, because this is where I try to apply the lessons in real life, throughout my day. So I hope you can appreciate that. Gonna grind. Talk to you guys later.